Shebi, you said you want to do medicine. Okay, let me just give you a tiny glimpse of what you're going to do. What you're going to, sorry, we're putting inside your brain. Chetiri. Yeah! Yeah! All this is that one person's brain. Are you sure you still want to come and do this? Or do you want to change your mind? Let's get right into the video. Excited to be in your spaces today. Today there's going to be a lot of gist and a lot of laughing and a lot of information. Like, I'm so excited that I get to do this series. Looking back, I would have thought that I would not even have been able to remember all these things, but as I prepared for this video, I realized that, oh, my brain is still very sharp. I still remember the experiences like they happened just yesterday. And I just want to share them with you. So if you're seeing my face for the first time, my name is Dr. Debs. I'm a medical doctor in Nigeria and I'm super excited to have you here. I want you to do something for me. See? Oh, this is my grandma. I can beg. My love language is subscription. Please. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Turn on the notification bell. Leave a like. The goal for the day is 100 likes. 100 likes. So please make sure you like, comment, share it with somebody that you know needs it, and let's help this channel grow. We need to grow. The faster we grow, the more we will enjoy this YouTube thing. Please, it's not easy. Thank you so much to my subscribers. You guys know I love you from the very depths of my heart, and I'm blowing you a very warm kiss. It's going to like warm kiss. And you're very warm kiss. Thank you so much. So today, I'm excited. Today is the episode 2 of our medical school in Nigeria series. First of all, let me give a disclaimer, or I just want to clear the air. You see, last week I was a bit hard because I felt like I needed to give you guys the bitter truth. I needed to give you what is called tough love. Because nobody sat me down to tell me the things I told you last week. Nobody sat me down to give me the in total insights on medical school. Because everything was, like I said last week, they were just saying, you will read. So people were saying, maybe I'm discouraging people from coming to medical school. I'm not discouraging you. Why will I discourage? We want what we need. We want people in the profession. We need more doctors. In fact, till today, the doctor-patient ratio is alarming. I mean, like 1 doctor to like 100 patients. So you see that we need you. Come to mama, come to the land of milk and honey. I know say you should not come, but just know what you are coming into. That was the aim of last week's video, not to discourage you. If you still have the passion, if you think you are called to this profession, please, by all means, come on in. The door is open. We don't close the door yet. We open the door wide for people to come in. So, but you should know what you're getting into. So you can prepare your mind. You can prepare yourself for what to expect. Because the truth is, no matter what I tell you, if I sit you down and give you the gory and the horrific details of medical school, you will still say you want to come. And at the end of the day, until you experience it by yourself, you will not still understand. Experience, they say, is the best teacher. I mean, I like to add, is the best yet a brutal teacher. So if you want to come, come. So yeah, I will say that to color the air. The air is clear now, so we can start in fresh. I'm not going to be as tough as I was last week, but I'm going to also be truthful because I have to be truthful here, right? Yes, let's get right into the video. Welcome back. So today I'm super excited because I'm going to be giving you a breakdown of what medical school is all about in the Nigerian setting. Please make sure you know that it's Nigerian setting. I don't know how it's done outside of Nigerian setting, and this particular setting is peculiar to my school. Well, I'm sure it's pretty much the same in other medical schools in Nigeria, but I'm going to be talking based on my experience from my school, and I went to the University of Ibadan, Nigeria. So-called first and the best. So we use 21st time. But let's just ideally for first and best. Anyway, I'm going to be looking at my notes because I have a lot of things to say. So first of all, I want you to understand that medical school is made up of three major parts. We can divide it into three major sections. The first part is what I call the general market. What's general market? Where everybody goes to, and that is the stage you are going to be when you are in your 100 level, because you are going to be with every other person that is doing a science related course. You guys are going to be taking lectures together. You're going to be having chemistry lectures, physics lectures, zoology lectures, not biology now, zoology. I don't know if it's called biology in other school, but in my school it was called zoology lectures and all that. So you're going to get all those out of the way in your 100 level, and that's where you also have your GPA and all that, because in medical school proper there is nothing like a GPA. All you have is pass and fail. So at the end of the day, you want to make sure you are always passing and you are not failing. Though sometimes you might have one or two failures, but at the end of the day, the aim is to pass. And pass mark in medical school is 50 out of 100. So you are expected to at least, even if shall get that 50. Not 49.9. 49.9 is not pass. So 50 on the dot is what verifies you for that pass mark here. So that's 100 of. Now the second major part, which I'm going to be talking about today, is the preclinical school. The preclinical school. Now the preclinical school is very important, and the third part is the clinical school, which is actually the longest part, and actually I feel is the most defining. But this preclinical school is what I call the foundational part of medical school. This is the foundational stage. This is where I'm a Christian, proudly I believe in Jesus. So I'm going to quote scripture. The Bible says, if the foundation be destroyed, what can the righteous do? That's the same thing. If the foundation, if your preclinical school is not solid, if the foundation of your preclinical school is not solid, what can you do as a medical student in your clinical school? And what will you even do as a doctor? Because you need it. You need it to groom you, to shapen you, to mature you before you enter into that world of clinicals. And so it's very important to understand that this is a very important stage. So today we're going to talk about the preclinical school. Now, the preclinical school is a major aspect of medical school that is comprised of 18 months of intensive learning and learning. Learning and learning, 18 months, and I feel like it's not fair, because truthfully there's nothing in medical school that is fair. I mean, I can remember a million times I will look at myself in the mirror and say, this life is not just fair. I'll just be walking on the stairs or walking to class. Just now, why is life not just fair like this? How did you expect us to finish reading all these things? I'll be looking to myself, I'll be soliquilizing, whatever. I'll be having external conversations with myself. Like, this life is not fair. It's not fair. There's nothing that is fair in medical school. If you don't like it, can you use your hand to your jump up? Except they forced you, or you still have to finish it. You don't want to drop out, right? So I believe that it's not fair that we would have to take, because there are three major courses that you take in preclinical school: anatomy, physiology, and biochemistry. Now, these three courses are courses that people go to school to study for 4 years. Like, not the three together, like each. You go to school to study anatomy for 4 years, 4 years, biochemistry too, physiology too. You now expect me to take the three of them and study everything in 18 months? You are wicked. Please help me to tell who is the father of medicine. The Hippocrates and Socrates. He's not a good person. Hippocrates is not a good person. 18 months to take me 2 years to study 3 things. Because what people are using 4 years is not fair. It's not fair. Anyways, but we did it. People have been doing it, and you too that you said you want to comical, you will do it. You saw the books I put on my head. Those are just like a tip of the iceberg. Because when you enter clinical school, they'll push you again. When you see Father Robbins, Mother Robbins, you start crying bloody tears. Anyways, so those 3 parts are very important, and they form the foundation. And basically, what you learn in preclinical school is the normal. Because at the end of the day, the reason why you're a doctor is because you want to treat or manage the abnormal. So what you come to do, and so later on I actually really now realized that okay, this is why we actually went to preclinical school. Because at some point I was just following everybody, okay, next place is preclinical school, okay, we'll go to. I didn't really understand what was happening. Let me be truthful. I did not really understand until later on. Anyway, so you learn the normal. You want to know the structure, and structure is what anatomy is made up of. You want to understand the function, and that's what physiology is made up of. And then you want to understand the chemical composition, that is what biochemistry is made up of the human body, of the normal human body. When you understand these 3 things, then you can now form a foundation with which you can go and learn the abnormal when you cross over to the clinical side of medical school. So preclinical stage is very important. Now, what is preclinical school made up of? It's made up of classes, practicals, and intensive reading. Classes, practicals, and intensive. So your life is like a triangle. It's class, reading room, and others. You can classify every other thing as others. So if you are in preclinical school, that's not the time for you to say you want to be the social president or coordinator of your fellowship, welfare coordinator, ushering coordinator, choir coordinator. You won't have time because you will bang, you will so bang. Anyways, I'm not saying you should not be involved in your religious activities, serve God, but you have to also understand that this is a season of your life where you need to invest your time in your books. This is a season of your life where you need to actually separate yourself from the world and be married to your books. You understand? Because you need the time, because time will not be enough. Time will not be enough. You need the time. So this is an important. So the first thing you want to know is the foundation for every other part of medical school. The second thing is that you need to, in this preclinical stage of medical school, you get to know yourself. Now, you're coming from 100 level, everybody has been doing the same, everybody's doing the same course. It's literally like what happened in your secondary school, an upgraded level of what happened in your senior secondary school, because it's just chemistry, physics. So it's still like, okay, they're not giving you, it's like A levels basically. But now you are going into medicine proper. So now you're going to have to learn to know yourself. Some of us had to drop our old reading habits. The way you used to study chemistry, physics, that you can carry the book a week to exam, is not the way you will study anatomy. Anatomy like wala no do akobi aluju meji ani ori eja pẹ̀lú it have horns odo kokili. You cannot read the same way you used to read the secondary school 100 level in preclinical school. So you have to understand that fact, right? You have to get to know yourself. You want to know how you study, how you assimilate. Some of us, we do not have to sit down for long to read. You will sit down. You will sit down and read. And the third thing that you learn in preclinical school is how to you start to develop your medical school tough skin. And this is the most important part for me, because whatever you start to develop in preclinical is at the end of the day what will still carry you. Now I was talking about the fact that you have to have a lot of tough skin, because you're going to have a lot of coming at you, attacks from lecturers, from people around you. So you have to, this is where you start to develop tough skin, and it's really important.